Welcome. Today we are going to explore the 7 Greek modes, one of the most powerful ways to unlock creativity on the saxophone. A lot of saxophone learners think, first I need perfect technique, later maybe I will improvise or be creative. But the truth is, creativity is not something you wait for, it's something you practice from the very beginning. When you start being creative, right away, you develop more than just technical skills. You discover your own voice. You learn to improvise with freedom. And you begin to understand music not just as a subject to study, but as a language of expression. And that creativity doesn't stop at music. It can flow into your personal life, it can be therapeutic, it can even open professional opportunity. That's why in today's class we are not only going to look at scales, we are going to learn how each scale can become a musical world. We will use just one note, C, and I will show you how, by shifting the structure around it, you can create 7 completely different moods: bright, jazzy, exotic, dreamy, groovy, sad, and even dark and unstable. Here is how we will do it. I will play the scale notes. You can hear and understand each mood. Then we will use a simple chord vamp. You can loop in iReal Pro, for example, a software, or with friends. I will connect each mode to a famous pop songs. I can show some example of each mode of well-known songs. And finally, we will improvise. No wrong notes, no pressure, just exploring, creating. By the end of this session, you will not only know the names Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, and the others, you will feel them. You will have 7 new colors to paint with your playing. Alright, let's dive into the first one, C Ionian, the major scale. So first one, Ionian mode. Ionian mode is the classic major scale. Okay, so it's very didactic for almost all the beginners. Music students start playing some Ionian mode. Ionian mode is, for example, you can find the songs, for example, Let It Be of Beatles. We have a lot of classic songs. For example, it's the characteristic of Ionian is happy, something happy, you know. So let's play here the Ionian mode. So you can understand the C Ionian mode is, it means you don't have any sharp and any flats. Just C. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. That's the Ionian mode. Let's play here with backing track so you can feel the energy. So on the backing track I'm going to play has the chord for each note so you can feel it better. Okay, let's play just the scale and then I can give you an example of improvisation. Let's go. Yeah, if you are already a music student, if you play some instrument, you can remember, because as I told you before, this scale is very common for beginners. All the students, music students, start playing something on that mode. For example, Happy Birthday to You. It's very common, very didactic. So let's now improvise something. To improvise, I'm going to use the chord of the 1st degree, C, and the 4th degree, F. So C and F. Okay, we can improvise. In another video, I can explain you how to play the notes of the chord, but this video I just want to show you the difference between each mode to understand the feeling behind, you know, the emotion each mode can bring. Okay, let's go now improvise into the Ionian mode. Okay, so it was improvisation with the Ionian, C Ionian modes. In this video, I'm not explaining you how to improvise. My intention with this video is to show you the modes, Greek modes. It means all the modes are C. Ionian mode is C, the classical C major, and then we have another C. I'm going to explain you. It's C Dorian. C Dorian. C Dorian is another C starting playing C. The second will be also D, but the difference between C Ionian and the C Dorian is exactly the third degree and the seventh degree, because the third degree E is flat and the seventh degree is also flat. So we have C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat. Okay, so we are changing the third degree and the seventh degree. Okay, let me play here the scale and then I can improvise using the C Dorian mode. So the key is still C, but a different mode. Try to feel it. How is it feeling? For example, we have Get Lucky. Get Lucky of Daft Punk. It is Dorian. So you can feel the difference between Ionian and Dorian. In the end of the video, you see all the modes. Let's play the scale here and then improvise. So you can see a bit different, no? Also, I changed the rhythm because usually we play Dorian song some more upbeat. Despite being minor, we use it a kind of upbeat, for example, some Latin, you know? So let's improvise so you can feel it even better. Yeah, so it was the Dorian mode, C Dorian mode, and I use for that improvisation the chord of the first degree and the fourth degree, C, C and F, C and F. Okay, it was the same. I used the same on the Ionian mode, so but you can understand the difference characteristic. Just remembering, I'm not teaching here how to improvise. I just want to show the mode. So the next mode now is Phrygian. Phrygian is a mode that I personally love. Phrygian. I love composing Phrygian. So nice. I think we can go so deep in the improvisation. One of the characteristics of Phrygian is, for example, dark, exotic, Spanish, also Spanish songs you can use. For me, it's a kind of a spiritual also. We can spiritual songs like to get in trance. All kind of mode you can stay in trance if you love. But I love Phrygian. One and another well-known songs, for example, Wherever I May Roam from Metallica. It's a well-known songs in Phrygian, but we have infinite songs of Phrygian. The characteristic of the Phrygian is C Phrygian. All the modes here I'm showing you is C, but the difference is C, but the second degree also is flat. So we have C, D flat, E flat again, F, G, A flat, and B flat. It means we have four flat, four flat. The second degree, the third degree, the sixth degree, and the seventh degree. We have four flat. Let me play here the scale, all the notes, and then improvise again with the play along some chords of these modes. That's the Phrygian. Phrygian something interesting because just the second degree is a red minor. It's considered a minor scale not because of the second degree, but because of the third degree. You can see another mode has, for example, just the fourth degree, for example, but when the third degree is flat, it's considered minor. Okay, that's minor. We have the second, the third, the sixth, and the seventh degree. So let's improvise now on Phrygian, one of my favorite modes. So it's nice, no? That second degree is a different effect, so we can see clearly. It looks a different key, but it's still C. C Phrygian. C Phrygian. So now you can start to understand what's the key? It's C. C minor, but which C minor? Which C major? We have different minor and major because minor is when this third degree is flat. Major is when the third degree it's not flat, you know. So you can start to understand that we have a lot of modes. Greek modes are just a way to compose Greek mode, like standard scale, but we can create scales. And remember, these scales, we can use the Greek modes. We use the 12 notes, I mean, 7 notes, but between C and another C, we have 12 notes. It's in the chromatic scales, we have 12. C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G. So between C and the C, we have 12. But selecting 7 notes, we can select 7 notes, different 7 notes between C and C. You know, C lower and C high. So when we select, so Greek modes a way to use scale. You know, but just remember, because these 12 are considered a semitone. It should be even less than a semitone, but in the Occidental scale, we use chromatic. We use semitone, tone and semitone. For example, the second minor is a semitone. For example, C and D flat on the Phrygian is semitone, but should be also less than one semitone. But in the Occident scale, we use it. We use just semitone and the tones, diatonic scale. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead with another Greek mode, um, Lydian. Let's go to Lydian. Let's explain you what means Lydian. So Lydian is an interesting song. It's a major scale. So let's go into the C Lydian. The only difference between C Ionian, remember the first one without any flat, without any sharp, is exactly exactly the fourth degree. The fourth degree is sharp. First degree is sharp, F sharp. So we have C, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B. It's a major scale, C major, but Lydian. Why it's major? Because the third degree is not flat. Okay, so let's play again the scales with a backing track to check the notes, how it's going, and then let's improvise. Just a comment, one well-known songs, Lydian is, for example, Human Nature of Michael Jackson is D, it's a Lydian, okay? So let's go into the scale. Let me play here for you the Lydian mode, C. Yeah, so it's very similar, the Ionian, because we have just the fourth degree sharp. So it's nice for you if you are starting playing. You can play the Ionian modes and then playing the Lydian, because we have just one different note. The F. The F will be oof, sharp. Okay, so let's improvise playing with Lydian. I'm going to play on the chord. I'm going to play the chord of the first degree and the second degree also. Same of the Phrygian, but you know the Phrygian is it's a flat. The Phrygian is we have a flat second flat, but now we have the second um, major and also the first degree. Okay, so remembering just F is sharp. Yeah, it was the Lydian. Improvising, playing just two chords, C and D, the first and second degree. Now let's go into the Mixolydian. Mixolydian is another Greek mode, and that Greek mode is also considered major. So it's C Mixolydian and also major. If it's major, you know already that the third degree E is not sharp or flat. Okay, so the only difference is that the Seventh degree is flat. B flat. We have B flat. Everything is normal, natural, everything. Just the seventh degree is flat. Okay, so some of the characteristics of the Mixolydian, for example, rock and roll, blues, we have a lot of it. In Brazil, for example, we have a lot of music from northeast of Brazil. We have a lot of Mixolydian. It's very interesting. Let's see, let's play that scale so you can understand. For example, Sweet Home Alabama is a song in Mixolydian. Just as an example, let's play here the scale with backing track and then let's improvise. Yeah, that's it. It's very similar Ionian also, but we have just the seventh degree flat, the B flat. So C Mixolydian is also C major, but with the B flat. Let's now improvise. Uh, uh, let's now improvise. Create something. Let's create something for you. Let's improvise playing the chords. Let's play the chords C and also the seventh degree, which is B flat. Let's play just these two chords, C and B flat, but playing the songs of the C Mixolydian. Okay, it was the Mixolydian, C Mixolydian. There's, you know, funny, happy, usually major are happy. So now let's play Aeolian. Aeolian. It's Aeolian is the classic minor. Classic minor. So remember, classic minor. What's the characteristic of the minor scales? Is the third degree flat. When the third degree is flat, is considered minor. So it's also considered the classic minor or natural minor. As Ionian is considered the classic major, Aeonian is considered the classic minor. An example of a classic minor is, for example, losing my religion. I'm using here pop example. Why I'm using pop example? Because people usually think that's just jazz improvisation. No, I want to introduce you that improvisation for everyone. It's very helpful. You can do improvisation. Don't have to be jazz player. Not because instrumental have to be is jazz. No, we are talking about music. So I'm showing you music as something you are creating. Some art, some language. So let's go into the Aeolian. I'm going to play the scale and then improvise. So remember, the major, usually the characteristic is happy. So observe now the feeling of the classic minor. You will feel that's something more introspective, so you can understand. You are understand how it's the energy, the emotion of each mode. Because of it, I'm changing the rhythm, so you can understand that the rhythm is a way to help to get the mode even strength, to help with the strength. If it's something happy, we can do it even happier, like it's art. So let's go into the Aeolian is the just remembering, just the third degree is flat, the sixth degree also flat, and the seventh degree flat. So we have C, G, E flat, F, G, A flat, and B flat. So we have three flats on that mode: the third degree, sixth degree, and the seventh degree. Okay, C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat. So let's play this scale so you can hear. That's the Aeolian, C Aeolian, the classic minor. You can feel a bit more deep, a bit more dramatic, no? Let's now improvise using four chords. Let's use the first degree C. Let's use the no, let's use just three chords, but four different sequences. We can play the first degree C minor, and then we can play the seventh degree B flat, and then we can go to the sixth degree. It is sixth degree is A flat, and then return to the B flat. So C minor, B flat, A flat, B flat, and then repeat. Okay, first, seventh, sixth, seventh, and then repeat. Let's check it. Yes, so now let's go to the seven Greek mode is Locrian. We have 7 Greek modes. Now we are going into the 7th Greek mode is Locrian. You can see we have a lot of flats. Almost every degree on this Greek mode is flat. So Greek mode we have 7 degrees, 7 Greek modes, and 7 degree. And just C and F are natural. All the other degree, all the other notes are flat. So we have C, G flat, E flat, F natural, G flat, E flat, B flat. So it's intensive. One characteristic of Locrian is intensity, because as you can see everything flat. So one well-known song, I don't know if you know, because it's not common. Why some song becomes well-known? Because people listen. Locrian usually is hard to become something pop, some well-known, because it's intensive. It's something more experimental, more experimental songs. You can see that the songs that we can hear and is comfortable usually are much more popular because it's comfortable, But Locrian is the last mode of the Greek modes. And one example is, for example, Arm of Me of Bjork. I don't know if I'm pronouncing well. Bjork, Arm of Me. So very intensive. Let's play here the scales and then improvise the Locrian modes. Yeah, let's now improvise the last Greek mode, Locrian mode, C Locrian. Let's use the chord of the first degree and the second degree. First degree, C, C minor, and then D flat. Okay, let's check how it's going. Yeah, that's my tip for you. You can use these Greek modes. I hope this video can help you in your creativity, and if you are not improvising yet, so you can understand that it's a kind of game, you know, it's like a painting. You can paint emotions, so you can use Greek modes to compose. You can check for example, you check on other platforms. I have a lot of songs. My original composition, each original composition, I explore different modes, different rhythms. Also, I love it, and I want to share with you and to teach you that we can improvise, we can be creative. You don't need to stay fixed in just one style, just one mode, or playing robotic exercise. I want to give you that freedom. You know, music is art. Don't forget, music is art. You can create, you can express yourself, you can find your voice. You know, it's very helpful to be artists. You know, have to create. Take one modes and improvise. Just improvise. It's so fun. It's so fun. Okay. So if you want to know something more, just comment below. If you want some help, I'm creating a lot of videos, so please comment here so it can help me also to get ideas to improve my channels. If you have some idea to improve here, something you think I should be better, I can try and help. But that's it. My proposal is offer you. My proposal here is offer you tools to be creative, to discover your potential creativity. We are creative. We are human being. You have sensibility, you can create, and you can touch. So okay, that's it. Thanks very much. See you in another video.